All right, this should be a fun, quick video on the fractal nature of trading and also my thoughts on what's coming for the market possibly over the next few weeks. Luka will make an appearance in this video, so make sure you watch until the end. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm just putting some of my thoughts out there and showing you guys kind of how I think about trading. So let's get into the video. All right, so let's play a game. This is mystery chart number 1. And take a few seconds. I want you to try to guess what market this is and what time frame it is. All right. So this is the E-mini 10-second chart, and this is from January 14th. Now, if you were able to guess that, I will fly to you and bow down and kiss your feet. Just tell me in the comments that you guessed correctly, and it will be done. So I want to point out some of the interesting points on this chart. This is a strong bull leg here. And you can see this leads up into a wedge top. So first push, second push, and third push. After that, we get a pretty aggressive sell-off here. So this is a bear surprise bar. We have a wedge bottom here. We can see these 3 pushes down. And also, we're getting these lower highs. So when I look at this chart, that's what pops out to me. Okay, so mystery chart number 2. Here it is. Now, if you blinked, you might think this is the same chart. We can see we has a strong bull leg here. There's a wedge top, first push, second push, third push. Following the wedge top, there's a surprise bar down. Over here, we have a wedge bottom trying to form with these 3 pushes, and we're also getting these lower highs. So this is the point I want to make about the fractal nature of markets and of trading. So across all time frames and across all markets, traders should trade the same because the market presents itself in the same way. So it doesn't matter if you're trading a 1-hour gold chart or a volume chart or a 150 tick euro futures chart or an Apple chart. It doesn't matter what you're trading. You should be applying your same strategies and same setups because the market and the price action is going to be the same across all markets and time frames. So this is a mystery chart. Can you guess what this is? Well, this is the E-mini daily chart. And so this price here, this is right where we're at right now. I'm bringing this up because it's a really important concept in trading that I think most people are overlooking. The chart we had just looked at was a 10-second chart from a few weeks ago, yet it looks very similar to the daily chart that we have right now. And once you understand that the market presents itself, anytime you have buyers and sellers, there is human emotion that is part of that, human nature, psychology. And even though there are computers that trade these and algorithms, those computers and algorithms are based on human emotion. So ultimately, it does not matter what time frame or market. The trading will be the same. So let's look at these charts in comparison. Once again, strong bull leg. There's a wedge top, surprise bar, wedge bottom, and lower highs. All right, so clearly very similar charts. Now let's look at what happened next on this 10-second chart. Let me adjust my camera. And so there we go. This is what came next. So following the series of moves that the market had here, then this is what happened after it. Now, do I think that this is what would happen on the daily chart? Well, of course, I can't say that it would. My premise over the next few months is that I don't think the market will be all that bullish. I do think we'll have some sideways trading or maybe even some bearish trading. So to me, I don't think it would be unreasonable to think something like a move like this would happen, where we have the next several weeks look like this. Now, of course, I'm probably going to be wrong, and the market's probably going to go straight up, just like it has for the last 10 years. But I just thought this was a really interesting chart. And I just happened, it's so funny, I just happened to be going through a 10-second chart. I just happened to be on one, and I was scrolling back on January 14th, and I saw this chart, and I said, that looks just like the daily chart we're on. And then, of course, I wanted to see what happened after that, and I saw this big sell-off. I was like, I can't believe I just came across this chart that looks just like the daily chart. But it's really not that surprising to me. We could find this example on a dollar pound future, or a cattle future, an Apple stock, a 30-second Nvidia chart. Somewhere this series of moves has happened elsewhere, and it's all based on human nature. Do I think this pattern could play out like it did on the 10-second chart? I think I could. Personally, I don't actually have a short position betting on this, but I think it's very interesting that we're seeing these same kind of setups. Human nature has not changed in a month, just like it has not changed in thousands of years. The way humans make decisions with their money and their emotions is inherent, and it presents itself in the charts. All right, Luka Doncic. This is what he has to add to our conversation. It doesn't matter what court I'm on, I always shoot the same. And that makes a lot of sense. It doesn't matter where you're at or what's going on. It is, you need to apply the same form and shooting style and utilize the same muscles if you're playing basketball and you're taking a shot. It doesn't matter what you're doing, what profession you have. You need to consistently apply a winning strategy, and that is how you will win at whatever it is you do. You apply a strategy that you have proven that works through collecting data over time, and then you get great at that strategy and really focus at doing that one thing great. Okay, so Luka didn't actually say this quote. I kind of just made it up for the metaphor, but it makes sense. So looking back at the charts, this is something that I will do as actually a strategy. Is I'll look at the day that the market is having, and I'll go back to the last few days, last few weeks, and I'll try to find a day that looks similar. And oftentimes it will continue to trade similarly. Not perfectly, but there's kind of a general pattern that will apply for part of the day or most of the day. And if you do that, it will give you some guidance on what the day will look like. So that can be helpful, and that is something that I will do. I'll look at how the market is looking today, and then I'll go in the past and see if I can find a similar day. And the closer it moves to that, then the better predictive power it will have. Now looking at the 10-second chart here and the daily chart, is this what's next for the market? I don't know, but it'd be really cool if that happens.